Indonesian traditional dish called Beef Rendang. Now it's full of all sorts of lovely flavours like lemongrass, lime leaves, cardamom, star anises, so it's something really quite different, and if you're looking to impress someone, this is a beautiful beef dish to make. So we're going to start with, we're going to toast some coconut. So I've got some desiccated coconut here. Okay, there you go, see it's gone a bit browner now, it's going brown around the edges. You can see. So next we're going to make the spice paste to make the beef rendang with, and I'm going to use a blender just because it's a lot easier than using the pestle and mortar. I'm going to put the little section in there. Good old Magimix. And now for the spice paste we're going to need 1 onion cut in half or cut into quarters. Okay, so that's 1 smallish onion. I've got 3 fresh chillies going in. Now chillies, depends how spicy you like it. You don't have to add them if you don't want, but if you like a little bit of spice, it's always good. I'm going to put 2 cloves of garlic in. I'm going to put some ginger, about a 2 centimetre piece of ginger. There we go, that's what ginger looks like. That's going in. And also I'm using, this is called galangal. If you haven't ever heard of it or seen it before, it looks a bit odd. It's kind of like a root kind of spicy herb thing. Very similar to ginger, but it's kind of a lot harder to get hold of, so you might have to either pay a visit to your local ethnic store or Chinese store, they might have it. I'm going to put the same amount of galangal in, but if you don't have it, obviously just use some more ginger. Last bit, we're going to use 3 stalks of lemongrass. I think most big supermarkets do use lemongrass now, so all you have to do whenever you use lemongrass is peel the outer layer off before you start using it, because that kind of goes really hard and doesn't really smell or taste of much. So if you take the outer layer off, then you begin to smell what the lemongrass smells like, and it's gorgeous. So kind of fresh and yummy. So chop the ends off. I'm going to cut the lemongrass about there, basically. I kind of discard the end bits because they get a bit kind of wiry and hard, a bit too woody. So okay, so I'm just going to cut the ends off. I'm going to add like a little bit of oil in just to help it kind of go round a bit better. Otherwise it's kind of chunky. There it is. So it's just like a mushy paste, okay? So now you've made your spice paste, and the next part is basically just start cooking. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat some oil up, start frying the spice paste with a few other kind of spices. The meat I'm using, now I've got some topside basically of beef, which I've just cut into cubes. So you can use topside or something that's basically good for stewing, because it's almost like a casserole, because you're going to have to leave it to cook and simmer away for at least an hour and a half. Okay, so I'm going to heat about 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay. The heat is on about medium. I'm going to add all the spice paste in. Got 5 cardamom pods there going in. I've got 4 cloves. Can you see them? Yeah, 4 cloves going in. And I've got 4 star anise going in. Okay, so just leave that to fry now for about 5 minutes. Right, now I'm going to put the beef in. I've got my tamarind, that's what it looks like, big black, looks like treacle. That's going in. Okay, now I've got some dried lime leaves there, so I'm going to add some of those in. About my lemongrass, which I've kind of smashed the ends a bit. That's all going to go in. Okay, so when the meat's all brown, you're going to get your coconut milk, and all that's going to go in. Okay, so that's what it should look like when it's finished. It goes a lot darker. Okay, so once the your beef rendang has been simmering away nicely for probably a good hour and a half to make it the meat go really kind of soft and falling apart, It goes a lot darker in colour. And the last little bit is add a tablespoon of brown sugar, or caster sugar is fine, and the fried coconut that you did earlier. Well, not fried, the toasted coconut that you did earlier. So just pour that in at the end. And it is a dry dish, so you do kind of want all the kind of liquid to evaporate and stuff. So I'm going to put some tablespoon of sugar in while it's still hot, so it kind of melts in. And stir in the coconut. It is finished. So I would just serve this dish with some steamed rice, and just tell everyone to, like, you can pick out all the bits of lemongrass and cloves and all that kind of stuff, cinnamon sticks. And there it is. A beautiful, exotic Malaysian beef rendang. I hope you all enjoyed that recipe, and stay tuned for some more Malaysian recipes coming up. Bye!
It's done, it's done, it's done, it's done,